The discovery of oil has changed the face of Sahara Desert. It is such an important discovery that the entire world is looking up at Sahara. The other minerals which are found in Sahara is the iron, phosphorus, manganese and uranium. Well, you can see a complete change, a real development in Sahara. You see that there are glass cased huge buildings here, and we also see that there are super highways running crisscross across Sahara, which means there is a complete development, real change in Sahara. Now, from the hot desert, let me take you to the cold desert, that is Ladakh. Ladakh lies in the Great Himalayas and to the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir. On the north of it is the Karakoram range and on the south is the Janskar mountain. Now, in Ladakh you find various rivers, that is many rivers flow here, which form deep valleys and gorges. And we also see that there are glaciers here, and the most important glacier is the Gangri glacier. Since the altitude is very high, that is, it is at a great height, that is why the temperature here is very cold and dry, because the air is very thin. As the altitude is high, that is why the air is thin, and in the summers, during the daytime, the temperature could be say around 0 degree, but in the night it could fall to minus 30 degree. In summers I am talking of. Whereas in winters, most part of the day and night experience the climate or the temperature around minus 40 degrees centigrade. That is the cold desert, that is Ladakh. Now, Ladakh falls in the rain shadow area of the Himalayas. So, it gets very less rainfall, that is almost 10 centimeters a year. So, in the beginning of the chapter, I told you about the various characteristics of a desert, whether hot or cold, in which we understood that the desert always gets very less rainfall. Well, there are freezing winds here along with hot sunlight. That's the characteristic of Ladakh, which means that you can have a sunstroke and a frostbite at the same time. That's about the extremity of the cold desert called Ladakh. Let's talk about the flora and fauna of Ladakh. There are willows, poplars and apples and apricots and walnuts in plenty in Ladakh. As far as birds are concerned, you'll see robins, you'll see raven and you'll see hoop. And if you have to find out about the animals, you'll see lots and lots of wild goats, wild sheep, yak and wild dogs. And these animals actually give them milk, meat and hides. Now let's talk about the people living in Ladakh. Most of them practice either Buddhism or they are Muslims. There are 4 main Buddhist monasteries found in Ladakh, and those are Hemis, Thiksi, She and Lamayur. Well, in the summers, people can grow barley, potatoes, beans and turnips. But in the winters, they have to just engage themselves into festivities and ceremonies because the climate is very harsh. It is very, very cold at this point of time. As far as connectivity is concerned, the capital of Ladakh is well connected, and National Highway 1 connects Leh to Kashmir through the Jozela Pass. And this place, Ladakh, has one favorite industry, and that is tourism. People get attracted towards the gompas, towards the meadows, towards the glaciers, festivities and ceremonies of this beautiful place called the Ladakh. The women here are very hardworking. They not only work inside the house but also outside and do small businesses and run shops. The people of Ladakh, since they live in such harsh climates, they've learned to have balance with nature. They don't destroy the nature. They actually have learned how to cope up and make a judicious use of nature. That's a beautiful cold desert of the world called the Ladakh. And that was all about your chapter. Thank you.